After losing Tuesday night across the state in Tampa, Florida, the Devils come to the east side of the coast to take on the Florida Panthers for the second time this season, beating Florida 3-1 at Prudential Center. But on this Thursday night, it was the Florida Panthers by the slightest of margins and the fewest goals. You can win a game by scoring just one, and Sergei Bobrovsky made it hold up.
Well, he did, Matty, and there were 30 shots by the Devils. One, remember the deflection? I mean, by his own man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was brilliant. So they ended up with 31 shots. But he just stopped everything, and every time there was a deflection or it could have gone in, it hit him. And then one time he just was able to squeeze it with his glove, or it would have fallen in. I mean, you just have to say, okay, not our night. We played better than we did in Tampa, so we got to keep, moving ahead. They had more net front presence, the Devils did, which they wanted to do. We just got to hope the power play can kick one in, which it couldn't tonight. But overall, it was a step in the right direction. I'm not just blowing smoke here. It was a step in the right direction. But, of course, the game is always going to be about scoring goals, and tonight the Devils didn't get any.
No, Florida with the only one, and the Devils lose by a score of 1-0. Let's check out the highlights, and we are going to start with the only goal of the game. It was way back in the first period, as it was scoreless until Sam Reinhart did some Sam Reinhart things. Here comes Reinhart. Sam Reinhart cuts in and he scores.
No.
Oh, my. He smokes one over the right shoulder of Jake Allen.
And it was in and out, Matty.
It was in and out quick, but it was a goal. And what did he do on that play? Because it was awfully impressive.
Well, it was, now he's going to throw something at you. So Luke Hughes is coming across. It's one-on-one. As Luke Hughes starts to swing to knock the puck off the stick, he pulls the puck back, and he slides it right in front of Luke's skates. Now, then Luke can't get that because he's trying to sweep the puck out in front of him. Then he takes the stick, and he gets it under Luke's, and wham, he shot it up. It made the shoulder of Allen flutter because it hit the sweater, but then it goes in the net and out so quickly. But, I mean, it's Sam Reinhart. That's what he's known for.
Yeah, since coming to Florida after starting his career in Buffalo, this is his fifth season with the Panthers. 33 goals, 31 goals, 57 goals, 39 goals, and tonight he scores his 11th on his way to another 30-plus season. I mean, he's become one of the elite goal scorers in the National Hockey League.
That's a great point, Matty, and he's not always put in that category, but, it's just amazing, and I'm not criticizing anyone, but why Buffalo traded him, especially with his dad, who was a great goal scorer. I know Paul was a defenseman, but why wouldn't you give him time to develop? And I got to tell you, I don't know what Buffalo got for him. I don't know the trade, but here's what I do know, Matty. They didn't get enough. That's all I know.
And Reinhart is grateful, by the way.
Yeah.
He's got a nice paycheck. He's won 2 Stanley Cup championships.
Yes.
And he's happy here in Florida. And the Panthers were happy as they had the 1-0 lead on the goal. Later in the period, as the Devils try to catch up, Nico Hischier found out that this was going to be a tough night because of the guy in the Florida net. Puck behind the Devils net. The centering pass comes all the way through. The Devils will race out. Here's Arseny Gritsu across the line. Steps on the brakes. Gets it in front. It comes all the way through. Stick aside by Bobrovsky. Rebound try is denied. The captain, Nico Hischier, had a chance. He did. But Bobrovsky did what Bobrovsky has done against the Devils in particular. Tonight was his 439th victory. He's 9th all-time in the NHL. 21 times he's beaten the Devils.
4 shutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could see it right off the bat. Dougie Hamilton comes down inside the circle and gets a nice pass, and he was shooting to the blocker side, and Matty, you and I saw it. And Bobrovsky didn't really move, but it hit the outside of the blocker and went in the corner. It would have been a goal. So that told me, oh, boy, not only is he going to be good. He looks on his game, but he is getting breaks, and he got them all night.
And so it was 1-0 after one. The Devils were outshot. They outshot Florida 12-9. Neither team had a power play in the first. Into the second we would go. 2 penalties called against Florida. First, it was Gustav Forsling at 16:07. That was followed by A.J. Greer at 18:24. So successive power plays for the Devils, both tripping calls. Shimo Nemitz came this close to tying it up. Devils control the draw. Luke Hughes for Nemitz. He rips one off the post. Set up perfectly for the one-timer. Devils keep the puck alive, but Nemitz just off.
Here.
Now here's Nason with the shot save. Another save on Nason by Bobrovsky. Puck is loose. And so the Devils not able to score on their 2 power play opportunities, and it remained 1-0 in favor of the Florida Panthers as the period number 2 was coming to an end. Nico Hischier tried, and then he got a little frustrated. Devils slow to get organized here. Meyer across the line. Backhands to the corner, gives chase, has it behind the net, works it to Brett. Now to Hamilton, cross ice. Do they have a chance? Yes! And Hischier's shot is blocked away as the period comes to an end. And then Hischier flipped the puck toward the goal. Rodriguez takes exception, and there are a couple of gloved punches thrown by the captain against Evan Rodriguez. And Nico Hischier frustrated, of course. It's been a tough year for him from a goal-scoring perspective. Tough scoring night for the Devils. No penalties were issued, but a little emotion shown by the captain. And so it was 1-0 still. Reinhart with the goal, giving the lead to the Florida Panthers. Into the third, the Devils outshot Florida 11-4, but this was Sergei Bobrovsky's period, and it starts with this stop on Jesper Bratt. But they don't grab the puck, the Devils do, so here comes Brett across the line with a snapper, saved by Bobrovsky, and the rebound comes all the way to the near wall. Hischier with a big shoulder hit on Rodriguez as they go at it again. And so Bobrovsky does his thing, and the Devils remain frustrated. Later on, Nico Hischier once again against the goalie. Hischier, his redirect goes off a Panther. It's pounded in as it came out. Devils would have been offside had they played it. They come back across. Hischier with it, a chance. Saved by Bobrovsky. Now, you've never had to score against a goalie and face that kind of stuff, Chico. But what are the Devils thinking at this stage of the game?
Well, you know the one that I think really probably got them thinking, oh, no. I think the Nemitz shot, he's got him beat cleanly. There's a good 8 inches as Bobrovsky's coming from his left to his right. He's beaten. It's a great shot, but it hit the post and then went out. And I think that's when you sag as a Devils team and say, oh, even when we do beat them, the goalpost is working against us.
So the Devils still down 1-0. They would pull Jake Allen late for the extra skater. They put the pressure on, but Sergei Bobrovsky was strong. Against Anton Lundell, 6 on for the Devils. Net is empty. Devils control it. Played in front of flex on Bobrovsky, and somehow he's able to keep it out. Oh, my, he squeezed it against the left side of his body. Wow. Yeah, wow, because that was a real tough save, not only in tight, but the way the puck redirected. But there he was.
And he didn't have to get all of them, did he, tonight? He could just get partials like that one. But and not only that, Matty, but there was no rebound. It didn't drop. And again, I'm just saying whatever that he didn't take practice. It was optional this morning. I went down just to see if I could see him, but he wasn't there. He was gone. He took no morning skate. I'm sure he told the people, I'm saving it for tonight, and I think we would agree that he kind of did.
Yeah, he picked up his 10th win of the season, and we conclude our highlight portion of our review of the game with one last final save, which we will call the play of the game, brought to you by Prudential, the Devils' official financial services partner. Gritsuk battling there. It comes to Brad from a sharp angle below the goal line in the corner. He fires one off of Bobrovsky. Now it's Gritsuk with it. Wrists one to Brad. Brad with a chance between the circles with a shot. That's blocked. 6 seconds remaining. Puck in the corner. It's worked toward the blue line. Will he get a chance? Brad with a shot. Save made by Bobrovsky. And the follow-up as the horn sounds goes just wide. And the Devils lose a heartbreaker tonight. And that was the play or plays of the game brought to you by Prudential, the Devils' official financial services partner.
That's it. I mean, you said it all. You've given the best highlights. And, folks, to see the game and how that puck would not go in, it was like an invisible shield, it seemed like, Maddie, behind Bobrovsky. And he was brilliant, and when he wasn't, he got the breaks. And so for the Devils, no goals, but the one thing we'll say, they got to find ways because they only got one the other night in Tampa Bay, none tonight. They're going into Philly, and Philly has been giving up a few. They got to find a way to get some pucks in the net.
And that will be Saturday's game as the Devils will head north and stop off in Philadelphia and get ready for the Flyers on Saturday night. That's a game you'll hear here on the Devils Hockey Network.